you had some oohs and ahs. People are excited about this book. I'm just saying.
That's good. Go get it.
I know, exactly. How are the holidays going for you?
They're going great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like this time of year. And,
Me too.
And I know you like the spirit.
I love it. But I hear this about you too. You played football, right?
As far as I know. Yeah.
Yes, you did. You definitely did. I Googled it because I recently got into football. I like hardcore crazy. Like look at you! I love it. Did you love it? Did you love playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch religiously like
I watch. I don't have like a team I follow, really.
Really?
Yeah, but I have players I follow.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like maybe you meet someone, or maybe someone's a guest on your show, and all of a sudden you go,
yeah.
Hey, Troy Aikman, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm Texan, so Cowboys. Yeah.
That's why I said Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah. I was like, I've been following him for a minute.
But if you meet Troy Aikman, and I meet him because he's a UCLA guy, and so am I.
Yeah.
But every once in a while they have a quarterback, like a gathering, right?
Yeah.
So you go, and I don't go to a lot of them, but when you go, and Troy is there.
Yeah.
Troy's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, Troy is like 6'6" and like
really good at football.
Really good at football,
Yeah,
and big
yeah.
legs and big body and
Yeah.
hands that could encompass your whole head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so when I played, we were a bunch of little triple option guys, like 6 feet guys.
Yeah.
That would run around and
Still
do a whole
quarterback.
different offense. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, do you get into fantasy at all? Fantasy football?
Yeah, I'm glad you said fantasy football. That was like the whole thing.
Both are acceptable.
I got it.
Both are acceptable.
No,
both are fun. No,
I love that you do it, but
no, because you like players. That's what I'm saying. Like
I like players, but I don't like them like that. Yeah.
I know, but you know what? It opened my eyes to other players. It opened that now I follow them and I get mad at them, but I follow them more so than just my team. It's kind of interesting.
Have you ever met any of them?
Yes, I hosted the NFL Honors, so I met, yeah.
So sometimes it's cool, sometimes not so cool?
Well, I think Dak was probably like, man, can you lay off me? Because he's a Cowboys player, and I give my team more crap than anyone.
I get it.
Because you have to. And also, I want to go to the Super Bowl, so...
I bet you could do that, you know?
Yeah, I can't,
Your
but
team
yeah.
might not
My
be there,
team,
but
he did really well this past. I'm just saying you could maybe get into fantasy football. It's really fun.
No.
Okay. He said hard no. I'll do another team for you, another league, and I'll call it Mark Harmon's. I heard that you took at UCLA, you took a jazz class, like about jazz, like the history of it?
You know, sometimes...
Jazz is hard for me.
Well, yeah, at the time, it was called History of Jazz.
Yeah.
And I was a football player, so that was thought of as a Mick. Okay,
a Mick.
Mickey Mouse class, right?
Wait, what?
Okay, no, it's a class with 600 people in it.
Yeah.
They don't take attendance, so you can.
Oh, a bird course, you fly right through
Same
it.
kind of thing.
Bird course. Okay.
Mick, bird course, same thing.
Okay, and now I'm going to use yours.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and anyway, I found myself in that class. Okay, but.
Yeah.
This guy's name was Paul Tanner, and he was a jazz musician, and he played in the Dixieland Quartet at Disneyland every summer.
Oh, wow.
Right? But he's one of those guys for me, just for me, in my college experience. That's a special one, and I got a chance to tell him that before he passed, and he was a gift. I mean, I've never forgotten him, and
You have certain teachers that move you, that open up.
well, he moved me, but I wasn't supposed to be in there in the first place, right? So it was a Mick, yeah. It's a bird thing.
Bird course, yeah, fly right through it. I'm going to use Mickey Mouse, though, now. Yeah, seems a little more fun. I don't know how you get there with Mickey Mouse, but I'm going to ask in the commercial break. So a couple of your older projects have gotten new life. I don't know if you know this, but we hear that there's a potential Freaky Friday sequel, and Summer School is blowing up online. Like, did you expect that 35 years later? It's all blowing up. Like, people are wanting the sequel, and now they're talking about this again.
Well, the first one is because Jamie's talking about it.
Yeah.
And you know Jamie.
Yeah, I love Jamie.
Right, I do too. And I've known her since she was 15. So.
Oh, wow.
If she's talking about it, then it'll happen.
It's probably going to happen.
Because all things happen.
Yes.
Right.
Very. But did you ever expect the other one though? Summer what? Like for 35 years later?
School?
Yeah, Summer School. Sorry.
No. I was just so thrilled that Carl Reiner was interested in me to play this part, and then my wife read the script at the same time, said, don't go near this, don't do this. But we have very different opinions of material and things like that, which is healthy. But I just said, he thinks I can do this, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I went and did it.
I love that.
And all those kids.
But I love that it's like blowing back up. I just think it's cool when it comes back around. It's like music. People like, Mike, I hear young kids talking about music, and I'm like, that's like from the 70s. Like what?
Yeah. And all those people were young and just starting out at that time, right?
Yeah.
So those kids were all over 30 when they were playing high school kids. So
of course,
every one of them had an idea after every scene. Hey, Carl, can I do this? And he'd go, no.
No.
Okay.
Stick to it.
Yeah, but so many of the little threads at the end of every scene that he let the camera roll on are in that film.
Oh, cool.
And, I had a chance to work with him later, years laying down a track for the movie years later.
Yeah.
And a chance to sit with him for 4 hours and do that. And I loved that opportunity to finally tell him what he meant to me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you like to tell people that. I like that about you so far in this interview. You like to let people know that they made a change and an impact in your life. That's cool.
I was telling you that on the way out.
I know not everybody does that. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they feel foolish or whatever.
You do that
but
all the time.
Yeah. I do. I'm a very chatty person in general, so I tell everybody everything.
There's a kindness in that. It's not just being a chatty person.
Yeah. It makes me feel good to tell someone that they've made a big impact on me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
What about NCIS? This show is ingrained in us. It was in my household for so long.
Mine too.
I know, I know, but just saying goodbye to that. It's been a couple years right now. So what do you feel now? Do you miss it?
I think for the longest time I was just tired.
It's long hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Originally, part of it taking the job, being home for a young family, not traveling as much, doing movies and whatever.
Yeah.
The first day we worked 22 hours, so I thought, that's not exactly what I thought this was going to be. But we had a lot of days like that in the first 4 years.
Yikes.
So that it's been the success it's become, that's great. To be part of that is great. Writers change, runners change, casts change, all that. And I always tried to pay attention to that and daily. Tried to do what my title said, which is, read ahead and note ahead and do all those kind of things.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. And I paid attention to the writing room. So,
yeah, which is important.
So
That's the story.
and that was successful. I'm proud of, and the people who are part of that. It's how I met Leon Carroll, who I ended up writing the book with, and I wouldn't trade that relationship with anyone. So I'm proud of it in a different way.
I love that this relationship carried over with Leon as well, because you ended up co-authoring this book, and you worked with him on NCIS.
I did.
He's a really right?
Yeah, and in the beginning, Kelly, when I tried to look up NCIS, I'd never heard of it. They say,
I'd never heard of it before your show.
Okay,
yeah.
you know about it because of the show.
Yes.
But it had been around for a long time, long time.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason you didn't know about it is because these people doing this work, it's really difficult work, and they do their job better if no one knows about it. That's really why. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So then there's a TV show, and I'm trying to figure out how to play a character. So I'm trying to ask questions of someone who knows even what it is, right? Mm-hmm. And I meet Leon Carroll, and he's my guy. I mean, he's the real deal. He's a real special agent. Okay. I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Big difference. Yeah. Big difference. But over the years, there was never an interrogation on that show that I ever did without talking to him first and asking him about how he would do it, what's the right way to do that, how to put on a pair of handcuffs, whatever it was. There were 1,000 things I had a day with him. But in over 20 years, or over 19 years, we developed a bond, and this show was originally based on real cases and then things changed, like I said. Mm-hmm. And so when this book opportunity happened, it was like if we could tell real stories of the agency. And the first story is this book, Ghosts, and it's a combined authorship of the two of us that we just thought there was a story worth telling. And the people you're asking and talking to about this, they've never been asked to talk about it before.
Y'all should start a podcast too, is all I'm saying. This is well, Mark's co-author, Leon Carroll, is in our audience right now. So I need to ask though, was he a good student? Like he's up here being like, I had to learn how to hold handcuffs, had to learn how was he really?
Mark was the best student around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He wanted to know all the intricate things about law enforcement, and it was great. But the most important thing on set, he was a prankster. Every night I'd come home with the cookies that I had taken from the craft service table, reach into my pocket, and now I bring up rusty bolts and nails. So well, you knew you were loved that day.
Oh, I love that. Wait, so describe the new book for everyone. Ghost of Honolulu.
Ghost of Honolulu. It's really about the birth of the agency back Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
And a special agent named Douglas Wada. And it's really his story, and really the story and birth of the agency. So it's something we're proud of. We worked really hard on it, and I'm proud of my partner.
Oh, man. That's so cool. I love that y'all are doing this. Because it's creative, but it's also informative, which is my favorite kind of learning. We need another break, though. But Mark's book is called Ghost of Honolulu. It's out now. Well, Mark and Leon's book. Everyone in our audience is getting a copy. Yeah. He just won a car.